Yo, what is up? It's Gab and you are now watching Galanigab. Today we are going to unbox this Realme 10 Pro 5G Coca-Cola Edition. This is a collaboration between Realme and Coca-Cola, and I only have 3 days to access this phone before I send it back. So in this video we are going to unbox, check out the specs, design, as well as my first impression about this phone, because apparently I have a lot to say. Also, this video is not sponsored by Realme nor by Coca-Cola, and everything I will say in this video are my opinion about this phone only. Upon opening the box, first thing you will see is the Coca-Cola bottle cutout. Inside this box, you have all the Coca-Cola themed stickers, Realme quick guide, and your warranty card. You also have this special Coca-Cola bottle cap as your SIM tray ejector, as well as limited number card to let you know that you are holding a limited edition phone. Now let's proceed to the phone, the Realme 10 Pro 5G Coca-Cola Edition. The Realme 10 Pro 5G Coca-Cola Edition is around 8.1mm thick, weighs around 190 grams. The sides are not round, it can stand on its own, and it feels great holding the phone. It has plastic frames, but it does not feel plasticky. It feels way more durable when you tap on the sides. At the back, you can see the Coca-Cola themed design. It is protected by matte textured plastic. If you look closely, there's also 2 red rings on the cameras. On the side, you have your 2 volume buttons as well as your fingerprint scanner, which is pretty standard on most smartphones nowadays. Underneath the phone, you can find the plastic phone case and a 33 watts SuperVOOC charger. The Realme 10 Pro 5G Coca-Cola Edition has 6.72-inch size IPS screen. No, it is not OLED. 2400 by 1080 pixels resolution, 120 Hz refresh rate, and a 240 Hz touch sampling rate. For the colors of the screen, it is rated DCI-P3 color gamut that produces 25% better colors than sRGB. One thing I noticed though are the speakers. They are pretty loud. When watching a movie using your speakers, after you hit 100% volume, you can press the volume up button and you can increase it to 200%, unlocking the ultra loud mode. And that's very loud. It has Qualcomm Snapdragon 695 octa-core that can handle most of the mobile games with medium-high graphics. 8GB of RAM plus 8GB of VRAM. Also, for now in the Philippines, you can only get the 256GB storage option. For the 128GB, the price has not yet been confirmed. So I will talk about the price of the 256GB later. But if you are shortage of storage, you can always expand via the micro SD card slot up to 1TB. For the battery, it has 5000 mAh charge via the 33 watt SuperVOOC charging brick. It can charge the phone from 0 to 50 for 29 minutes. One thing though, it also supports reverse charging, so you can use your phone to charge your other device as well. At the back, you have 108 megapixel main camera. For the selfie camera, it has 16 megapixel that I think it's pretty good. Alright guys, so now we are heading to BGC to test out these cameras.
Nihingal na ako. Ayun, kasama si Melvin. Punta kami Frankie's. Nihingal na ako. Ano event kaya dito sa BGC sa High Street? Nandito kami sa High Street. Pero hindi ko na-expect kasi na sobrang steady nitong video ng Realme 10 Pro Coca-Cola Edition. Nihingal ako. Wait lang. Tara. Tara.
So when I first unboxed this, I have mixed emotions towards the features that this phone can give. First of all, the design of this phone is really eye-catching with the Coca-Cola theme all over it. At the back cover though, since it is matte textured plastic, it kind of attracts a lot of fingerprint marks. So when it's reflected with light, you can see all the nasty fingerprint marks. And not just the external design, the user interface is also Coca-Cola themed, which is pretty obvious. You have Coca-Cola themed notifications. Even the camera shutter sound is sound of bottle cap opening. Which I'm sorry, I don't like the sound. It feels weird, okay? Not a fan of that. But you can always change it to standard shutter sound in the settings. Speaking of the camera, I need to tell you guys something. So I was expecting that this phone has 3 lenses at the back, but it only has 2. And I thought, alright, it's okay. I have 2 lenses at the back, a selfie camera at the front. But no, this only have 1 camera at the back. So this is the main camera. We were testing out at BGC for some photo tests and we are trying to activate the second camera, but apparently this is not a camera. My friends are trying to search what this lens is for, and it says it's a PDAF camera, and we were like, what's a PDAF camera? So apparently there's this word called face detection autofocus. To simplify it, helps you focus faster and more accurate on the subject. So, you know, I was disappointed that it only have 1 lens, but I'm kind of surprised that the second one is a face detection autofocus. Kind of blew my mind. So shout out to Melvin, found out that feature when we were taking pictures. Now here are the things I didn't like about the camera features or the video features. The video can only record at 1080p 30 frames per second. And if you want to take 60 frames per second video, it will automatically switch to 720p, which is pretty annoying. At today's standards, it's almost always 1080 video that we watch on YouTube, on other platforms, so it doesn't even have 4K. At the end, I will reveal the price of this phone, but I was expecting 4K for this phone for that price, and it doesn't even have 4K. Although, here are some that surprises me. The main camera is pretty great. You only have 1 lens, though the quality I can say is pretty great. So here are the photos I took from this phone. So all of it are just from the camera itself. For the selfie camera, I think it's pretty great, especially in low light for a selfie camera. It looks pretty sharp and not that over sharpening digital sharpness added. It's just natural selfie camera. It's really great. That is one thing I love about this phone. Now let's talk about the features that I didn't expect that I would love. It has built-in Coca-Cola filters in your camera app, so you can switch from original filter to an 80s Coca-Cola theme, also the 90s pop filter. But I love the filters because straight out of the phone, you don't need to edit it. You just pop the filter. My personal favorite is the 80s film vibe. It just really looks great. They really nailed the simulation of the 80s film camera, and as well as this black and white monochrome filter. But that is one thing I didn't expect that I would love for a phone like this. If you're interested to see more about the camera performance, I made another video with my friends in BGC. I will also make a deep dive review on the camera vlog performance aspect coming soon. For the display, I love the screen, especially when watching movies. The colors are vibrant, but I have to point it out, the maximum brightness when using outdoor is not bright enough. It's a bit hard to see the screen. For gaming, having 120Hz display is really great. You can really see the difference between 60Hz and 120Hz, especially when you are playing competitive games. It can handle most of the games like Mobile Legends and CODM, Call of Duty Mobile, with 60 frames per second on a medium to high graphics. This is not a gaming channel, so if you want to see more details about the gaming performance for this phone, you can check out other channels for that. Since this is a 5G phone and you have 5G Wi-Fi at home, you can utilize the internet capabilities of a 5G phone so you won't have to complain about lagging. Before we proceed to summarize this phone, the price of the Realme 10 Pro 5G Coca-Cola Edition is at 18,999 pesos here in the Philippines for the 256GB variant. Everything you see in this package are included, but to summarize this video, I would like to ask one question: is this worth the price? Again, I would like to remind everyone that this is purely my experience with the phone. This is not sponsored by Realme nor Coca-Cola. So, is it worth 18,999 pesos? Personally, it's quite not worth the price. I'm sorry, but with the price of that, I was expecting more unique features that could stand out aside from a limited edition Coca-Cola phone. I was expecting more in terms of camera features. It lacks 4K videos. It does not have ultra-wide lens. The performance is pretty average. However, if you are a fan of Coca-Cola and you like the design of this phone, or by even you like to watch movies with a good screen, that is one thing I like the phone. Even though it is IPS screen, the bezels are the thinnest that I've seen. Like, look how thin this is, the bezel. What do you think about this video? If you like it, don't forget to click that like button. And if you have something to say about this phone, feel free to leave a comment down below. Also, special thanks to Unbox PH for lending me this phone to review. And if you are new here, don't forget to leave a subscribe. And again, this is Gab, and you're now watching Galanigab.